Hi everybody, and welcome to my series of videos of counting to 100 in 100 languages. Today I'm doing French. Today I'm doing French, and I've put off this language for quite a while because pronunciation just seems to be very difficult for me in French. Um, but I think I got it down now, and I do have a bit of a hard time pronouncing my R's, so it comes out a little more obvious in the French language. Um, so, anyways, I'm going to try to do my best. As I do with every language, I usually start with a brief history of the language because I think that's important. Um, I think it gives us some insights. So, anyways, I'm going to get started with that. French is the official language of 29 countries. I'm gonna mention a few of them. The Democratic Republic of Congo, France, obviously Canada, Madagascar, Cameroon, Ivory Coast, Niger, Africa, Mali, Senegal, Rwanda, Belgium, Burundi, Haiti, Switzerland, Central Africa, Republic, Congo, Africa, which I guess is different than the Democratic Republic of Congo, Luxembourg, Monaco, and there's a few more, but anyways, I thought I would just mention the ones that stood out to me. It is spoken by 76.8 million people as a first language, and a total of 274 million people in total. It is a Romance language of the Indo-European language family. Its closest relatives belong to the langues de oil. Langues de oil. I'll write that down. And which include French and its relatives. French is also influenced by the Celtic languages, as well as the Germanic languages following the Roman period. French is I just said French is the official language of 29 countries. Mostly all are members of the organization Internationale de francophonie. I don't know how to say it in French, but there's an international organization of French-speaking countries, and most of them are in it. It's spoken in the Canadian provinces of Quebec, and Ontario, and New Brunswick, parts of Belgium, parts of Switzerland, Monaco, as I said, Luxembourg, some states in the U.S., Maine and Louisiana, and New Hampshire and Vermont, and northwest Italy. That was actually a little bit surprising to me. I didn't know there was much French in Italy, but okay. So 40% of the French population is in Europe, and 50% is in Africa, which I thought was quite amazing. The majority of the 50% of the French-speaking population in Africa are from Gabon, Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia, Mauritius, Senegal, and the Ivory Coast. French speaking in Africa is due to colonialism by the French and the Belgium in the 16th century. French has and is used widely in literature works and in science. French evolved from a type of vulgar Latin in Gaul. Initially, only the elite class spoke Latin, but then the lower classes eventually started to speak it. Gaulish survived into the 6th century and shaped a vulgar Latin into a dialect we call French today. Old French is considered the period when of French being spoken from the 8th to the 14th century. And in that period, French was greatly influenced by the Germanic invasions. Middle French is between the 14th century and the 17th century. And that's during that period, the first French dictionary was published by Robert Estienne. Modern French is the period of French being spoken from the 17th century to the modern day. And that's when French became lingua franca for international relations. French is one of the 6 official languages of the United Nations. It is written in Latin script. You guys probably already know that. Every French noun is masculine or feminine. And I think that kind of goes with most Latin languages, at least the ones I'm aware of. And then this is kind of interesting, and I think what actually makes this language a little bit more difficult for me is the final single consonants, in particular X, S, X, Z, T, D, N, and P, and G are normally silent at the end. So you'll see letters that you don't actually pronounce, and it's like in a lot of words. So, anyways, that's the history for French, and I'm gonna get counting. I'm gonna try my best. Again, like I have a little bit of a difficulty pronouncing my R's, so we'll see how I do. It's not as simple as other counting systems. It's not as difficult as Hindi, definitely not, but there is a bit of like, it doesn't follow the same rule all across. It doesn't follow the same rules for compound numbers throughout all of the throughout all of the tens of the numbers. So you'll see what I mean as I start counting. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that was 10. I'm gonna go 11 to 20. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20. Yeah, v. I hope I'm saying these right. So I'm gonna go make the compound nouns of 20. Now 20 is the only one that you kind of have a connecting word, which is like when you say 21, it's v, d, a. There's like a d, like a d, e, I would say. I don't know exactly how you write it, but there's a connecting word. For the other compound numbers, there's no connecting word. So you'll see. V de 1, V de 2, V de 3, 3, V de 4, V de 5, V de 6, V de 7, V de 8, V de 9, 30. 30. 31, 32, 30. So I'm making the compound numbers of 30 now. There's no connecting word here, as you can tell. Like you just say 30 and then the single digits after that. So 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 40. 40 is 40, and I'm gonna proceed to go from 40 to 50. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50 is 50. 50. I think that's right. Okay, I'm gonna go from 50 to 60. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60 is 60. 60. I'm gonna proceed now. I'm gonna do from 60 to 80 now, because this is where things get a little bit tricky. To make compound numbers of 60, you basically just say 60 and then a single digit. But then when you get to 70, 70 is actually 60-10. That's how you say it. It's like 70. So I'll show you guys when I get there. And then after that, to make 71, you say 60-11. And then 72 is 60-12. 60-13 is 73. Which is like really strange. I've not seen that in any other language. So anyways, let's do 60 to 80. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, and 80 is 80, 80. And 80 is basically saying 420s. That's how you say 80. Which again is pretty strange. I've not seen that in any other language. Okay, so I'm gonna go now. Now 80 to 100 follows the same rule as 60 to 80. So that makes it pretty easy. We don't have to learn another tens of a number. We don't have to learn what 90 is because it's basically 70. We don't have to learn what 90 is because it's 70 plus 10. It's just 70, 10. Okay. 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 86. Oh my goodness. 90, not 6. 90. 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 100 is 100. Alright guys, I hope I did an okay job with that. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sure there's a ton of French speaking people, so you guys can let me know. And I really did actually eventually enjoy counting in this language because I was just so intimidated initially. It is like, I find it a pretty intimidating language. But it is really beautiful. And like once you get the hang of it, it becomes less intimidating. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching and God bless. And stay tuned for more videos. Bye!